Hello, my name is Oscar Whitcomb, and this is our submission for the grant. I'll be walking you through our vision and explaining my idea for an ambience app in VR. I love ambience videos like this one here. They're great for meditating, sleeping, or just relaxing. It looks like such a great place to visit, and I've always wished I could explore these places more. Well, believe it or not, the cabin in this video is just a 3D model, so it's entirely possible to create an immersive and interactable experience like this. This is from a game called Firewatch, which was a big source of inspiration for this project. In it, you play as a park ranger who lives in a small but snug Firewatch tower in Yosemite. This tower in particular is very similar to the feel we want to capture for Cabin. The warm lighting and large amount of decoration and interactable objects make you feel right at home. Here are some other real-life images that capture that feel. They feel very cozy, like a vacation house where you can just relax. I would love to visit these places in real life. And that's the core of Cabin. We want to create this place for people, especially neurodivergent people, in lockdown as a sort of retreat where you can melt into your own little world. Using the medium of virtual reality, we're confident creating this is possible, even for a two-person team like ourselves. So now let's talk about the technology and how we'll do this. So why do we want to make Cabin in VR? Well, a monitor and keyboard just didn't feel right. It can't come close to the immersiveness of VR. You can only click keys and move your mouse. We want Cabin to feel like a real place, a home away from home. And for immersion on that level, VR is an obvious choice. Let's get into that a bit more. Almost all virtual reality headsets come with two handheld gauntlets, so that users can have hands to interact with their virtual setting. Most of these use something similar to the one here. It's pretty much a video game controller. You can only click buttons and wave it around. We want something less game-like, something better, and we found the Valve Index. This is a demonstration of the Index's gauntlets. You can see how buttons aren't the focus here. Players have a realistic virtual hand that mimics the real world, using sensors that scan the fingers' movements. This lets players interact with the virtual world exactly how they would in real life, using complex motions like twisting doorknobs, tearing envelopes, and unscrewing lids. This is perfect for an experience like Cabin. Now that we've covered the vision and the technology, let's look at how we build the game. The Valve Index includes a cutting-edge game engine known as Source 2, which comes along with a huge library of design tools and assets free for people to use. This is a game built with Source 2 for the Valve Index. Normally, incredible VR experiences like this cost millions of dollars and require a huge team of developers. But this game, which comes free with the Valve Index, allows usage of all its assets. For instance, any of these buildings, the railing, or this radio that the player is adjusting is free for us to use in Cabin. They also include the tools they use in building it for free, letting people create high-end VR projects without investing thousands of hours and dollars. Source 2 is a cutting-edge game engine with highly realistic features shown here. This makes the process so much more streamlined and quicker to use, and it results in a great end product. This isn't ripping off the company that created the game. In fact, it's exactly what they want. They released the assets with the express hope that people would use and modify their creations into new experiences in games. However, we're not just copy and pasting their game. We aim to provide an experience completely unlike mainstream VR, which are typically adrenaline-filled and dystopian, like the footage we're showing here. Cabin will be designed entirely by us, using the tools and assets they provide. I have experience in the tools used in this project, having worked over 680 hours in a previous iteration. I'm very familiar with the Source 1 engine, which is a predecessor to Source 2. While there would be a period of adjustment to the new engine, I'd quickly become fluent in it. Here are some images from fan games I've built in the Source 1 engine. This level took around 3 hours, including lighting, interactions, and code. Like Cabin, all textures and models were included with the software. That's it from me. Thank you for considering us.